Welcome to an almost live version of Fish Camp TV. We only have about a 30-minute delay here. We're almost live, okay? I couldn't get my internet working fast enough, so this is just as good. And I will be watching it live with you on the premiere, hopefully at about 8 p.m. I haven't looked at my, maybe 8 p.m. hopefully, that's what we're shooting for. Anyways, welcome guys, welcome to the show. If you're just now tuning in and you've never seen my channel before, this is Fish Camp TV. We are going to do this special episode just on some updates and the full moon. As you can see quite clearly up top, full moon episode. Why am I doing this now? Because we're coming to the end of the summer. Okay, this is so important. I'm doing fishing education on this channel. I don't just turn on the camera and go fishing. There's too many channels. There's so many channels who are already doing that. Very few channels will sit somebody down and actually teach them, like a class, like fishing, like a fishing class. And that's what my channel is all about. So if you're new to my channel, that's what I strive to do, is mix in a bunch of teaching and have actual classes where you can learn the science of fishing, okay? So what we're gonna do here, you see it on the schedule. Welcome. First of all, everybody, welcome. Welcome, everybody watching the premiere right now. Welcome to the show. The chat is open. Leave me comments and stuff in the chat if you want. Late summer, full moon. I touched on that just now. We are in a transition. So here's how it goes, just briefly. Into summer, we've been having these hot temperatures here, and this is the third coast, what they call third coast Gulf states. Florida, Alabama, Georgia, Mississippi, Louisiana, Texas. Okay, so that's the third coast. East Coast, you got East Coast, West Coast, you got third coast. I fish mainly in Texas and Louisiana, and down here in this part of the third coast, we are having hot temperatures, just like most of the South. We're having these hot temperatures. It almost got to 100 today. And the water temps are so warm, but we're even though we're baking right now, this is gonna break. This pattern is gonna break. And in addition to that, we've got the full moon, okay, tomorrow. I don't know if I read the chart right. I have it right here. If I read the chart right, it's calling for it tomorrow night. But as you know, at midnight, it changes the day. But look here, I'm gonna show you guys, this is how you do your fishing homework, okay? So for people who are new to fishing, who know how the basics of it works, and you wanna learn more, you should really watch my channel, because I go into the science of it. And we're gonna do our homework right here, okay? I'm gonna show you, it's probably mirror imaged, but even if it isn't, I'll tell you the website. It's fishingreminder.com, but I don't even go to just go to Google and type in fishing, that word, reminder, and your city that you live in. If you live in a small city, type in the nearest big city, okay? Easy as that. That's so simple. And it'll bring up a site just like this, okay? Fishing reminder. Let me make sure there's no glare. And so I'm looking at here. Can you see this, guys? It might be mirror imaged. I hope it's not. But what I'm looking at here is the solunar table, okay, that shows you the moon phase. And it shows we have a major bite. See, the fish bite around the majors and minors. What they call majors is the pull, the gravitational pull of the moon influences when the fish feed, okay? Some people don't believe in it. A lot of people do. I do believe in it, because they're often right. And these charts tell you the majors and minor times. And as you can see on the chart, the green are the majors, okay? And so those green periods are lining up almost with midnight and noon. That always happens on the new moon and the full moon. Your majors will line up on midnight and noon. So when we get a new moon or a full moon, then on the full moon, the morning bite starts to be bad, because the fish have been feeding all night, gorging themselves. And by the time the sun's coming up, they're already full. They're burping. They have indigestion or whatever, they're burping. So that's the thing, is I wanted to talk to you about this transition, because it's going to affect your fishing. That's why this is important to you. That's why you should care. It's because we're going to it's baking right now. It's hot. It's too hot. These water temps are up. But not only are they going to drop, this full moon that's happening literally today, let's see, this is for Baton Rouge. The full moon that's happening tonight or tomorrow night, doesn't matter. It's already here. It's already here. Why you should care? Night fishing. Night fishing. That's what you want to do. That's how you want to play this. With fishing, you always want to adapt. You want to adapt, and whatever's, I will repeat this over and over on my channel. Fight a boxer and box a fighter. I know some people out there have heard that saying. I love that saying. You adapt. If the way that saying means is if a boxer is going to fight you, then if somebody's boxing at you, you fight him. And then if he's fighting, you box him and be sneaky and dodge the punches or whatever. And so we want to do that in our fishing, guys. If you apply that to your fishing, it's going to help you so much. So when you see a situation, you adapt, okay? You don't force things in fishing. You can't force the fish to bite on your thing. But what you can do is be smart and use the technology and adapt, okay? So what we're gonna do here is I've given you a rundown. I've welcomed everybody, and I've given you a rundown on the transition that we're going through right now. We're gonna transition from a summer pattern where it's blazing hot and the fish are lethargic and everything, and we're gonna transition into that fall pattern, okay? We're gonna slide into that. It's gonna take about a month for it to really ramp up, and then add it in. Of course, we live in the Gulf states. We live in third coast fishing. Add it in, we're gonna have at least probably one tropical storm or a hurricane. So that's happening too. So that's what I want you guys to be thinking about. That take all these factors into account, because the conditions dictate what the fishing is about to be, and you have to look at all these conditions and ask yourself, okay, how's it gonna affect the fishing? Is it gonna make them bite more? Is it gonna change the time of day that we're fishing? And in some cases, in the full moon case, yes, it will change the time of day that they're biting. Tonight, you guys should go and fish the full moon tonight. You're watching this video. Hopefully I'm premiering it at either 8 p.m. or 8:30, if I can do it fast enough. Go night fishing tonight. It's the full moon. They're gonna be biting. They're gonna be biting, I'm telling you. Because, how do I know? Because it's so hot during the daytime. These fish are not gonna be swimming around working up heat. They have body heat just like we do. What fish is gonna swim around and just make himself hot and miserable? No fish. They don't want to do that. They want to be comfortable just like people. So what I'm saying is the night fishing tonight and tomorrow night is likely to be good, okay? So if I were you, that's what I would go and do. Think about, I'm gonna leave you with this, and then we're gonna do more stuff on the schedule. As you can see, there's more stuff. I wanna leave you with this before we close the subject of the full moon out. Take advantage of what's there, okay? How is it about to affect the fishing? The full moon is going to make the fish are gonna shift to feeding at night because of the heat of the day. And that combined together, even if it was hot on a mid-moon and it wasn't full moon, they would still be shifting to night feeding. But then now, because we have the full moon, they're almost certainly gonna be feeding heavily at night. So I wanna stress to you, you should go night fishing tonight, tomorrow night. That would be a safe bet in fishing. All the signs are pointing to it. Okay, so I think I've given you the picture that I wanted to give you for the moon situation, okay? I think you understand it now. Like I said, I don't want to just turn the camera on and throw my baits out there on this channel. I'm doing fishing education, okay? It's taken me a while to get this type of videos produced, because they're different kind of videos. I don't always do them, but I try to make myself do them, and I want to bring you more and more of them, because I know that those are going to be the videos that'll help you guys, the beginners. There's tons of intermediate fishermen on YouTube who have fished before and kind of do know a little bit, but there's tons of people who are just now getting it, like they're just getting into it. They may have went with their friends, and their friends took them to go fishing, and they know a little bit about it, but they don't know, they're new to it. So this video is for you. If you're new to it, I'm teaching you. I'm showing you and teaching you how to adapt. Okay, enough about the full moon. we can go to the next thing on the schedule, which is feeding fish. So let's do it. Okay, we have what's here, some little pellets. Okay, these are, you can use, for fish, you can use like, you could use dog food. You know, if you want to feed fish, you could use bread. But what I've heard from people who breed, what I've heard from people who breed fish, like fish farms, they say not to give them bread because it doesn't have protein. And the fish do need those proteins. So, like, it's not harmful to feed them bread, and I do, but this is what you want to buy the fish food right here. It looks a lot like dog food, or if you've ever been to the zoo, you know, the little pellets. So we're gonna open this up. Also, I gotta turn the camera around. Hold on. I gotta turn the cameras. We need a different angle to do this part, okay? So how do we do it? We turn the camera around. All right, here we go. All right, so I can just hand hold it like this. I think it'd be easier anyway. So here's what we do. I'm gonna hand hold, and without spilling the pellets everywhere, because that would be bad. Oh my goodness, I got too many pellets out at once. This is not the amount of pellets that I wanted to get. Okay. Let me put some of the pellets back. I don't want to put them all in one place. Where are they at? Right here? Okay, I'll put a few of them back. All right, here. All right, watch this, guys. Look. Let's just put the pellets in the water. You guys see the fish? Did you see that? Let me know in the chat if there's any problem seeing, okay? I know it's dark out here. Whoops, that was a bad throw. Okay, you see how they're actively feeding? You wanna know one reason why fish right about now wanna be feeding? Ooh, this is shaky. Try not to shake. Because it ain't hot. Because the sun has gone down. As you see over there, the sun went down. It's not hot. Not hot at all. Look at this. Okay, I wish you could see the fish that I see right here. Okay, how about this? Let's get a little closer. Can we get right here? How about this? Can you guys see the fish? Let me know in the chat if you can see this, okay? All right. Oh, there you are. Oh, let's see. Here we go, here we go. Ooh. Oops, I dropped some food. All right, I apologize. When I hand hold it like this, it'll be jerky. But if I use the tripod, you guys, I know you want to up close and personal. You know, you want to see, you want to see it up close. I'm gonna get it way closer if I hand hold. But the drawback is, number one, I don't want to fall in. But number two, I'm gonna jerk the camera. Not on purpose, but if I jerk the camera, just I'm trying to hold it steady, but it's kind of hard. Okay, here we go, here we go. Let's throw one right there. Can you guys see this? Let me know in the chat if you can see. Also, let me know if you've been fishing, if you've seen this kind of fish before. If you know what kind of fish this is. See, can you guys see them? If you want to take a guess, just write in the chat. Just kind of guess and say what kind of fish you think those are. We're not completely out of fish food. We have some left here, as you can see. However, we got our other stuff planned. All right, so that was fun. I just kind of want people to, follow along and keep interested. So we got to keep it interesting. Just wanted to sprinkle that in there, okay? All right, so it's not on the schedule. I mean, we're following along the schedule very, very nicely, okay? We're following along so nicely. I wanted to put one more thing about fishing reminder. This is not a full moon thing. This is a completely different thing. Okay, the other thing I wanted to tell you about the fishing reminder website is if you scroll down, see how I'm scrolling? Full moon. Like I said, if it's mirror imaged, it's gonna work. When you do it on Google, I'm telling you it's gonna work. Okay, moon phases, okay. Wind, speed, and direction. Okay, so when you get down there, there's a compass telling you what the wind speed is, fishing barometer, UV. The UV I don't pay attention to too much. This is very useful. Do you see this part right here? This is, when I talk about doing your homework for fishing, please use this, okay? We have temperature, wind, pressure, humidity, cloud cover, rain precipitation, and UV index. These, if you want to just look, let's say wind. Let's touch on wind. What happens? You see the bar graph showing you each day, the numbers represent how fast miles per hour the wind is blowing. And then how tall the bar is showing you, like, you know, so you could get a visual representation of each day. And you can go, also you can go on, and also the pressure. Let's look at pressure real quick. We know what temperature, that's more intuitive. We don't need to look at temperature. Everybody knows how to do that. Let's look at pressure. Okay, 1017 millibars. So for Sunday, today, we have 1017 millibars is the top pressure. It goes up, it peaks, and then it, hold on, I'm looking at that. Yeah, it peaks and it goes down around noon, right? You see that? The pressure's going up and down. The pressure's good to look at too. Whenever you have a thunderstorm, weather, cold fronts and weather systems that pass through, remember for your pressure, remember, right as the pressure's peaking, right before it drops, like you want to hit it at the top of the crest before it starts to come down. Once it drops and it actually is going down and it stays down, as it's going down and when it's already down, and once it's actually down, the fish, it affects their swim bladder. Okay, it affects the air inside their stomach expands. It's a law of gases. I don't know about it, science, you know, but it affects the fish and it'll make their stomach bloated and they won't eat good sometimes when that pressure drops. So anytime you have a storm system coming through and you notice on that graph that I just showed you, and you can see ahead of time that on a certain day, the storm's coming in and the pressure is going to drop that day, fish before it drops. Don't wait, don't plan your trip once it's dropped. That's a free tip from me to you. Fish smart, you know, watch that pressure. Okay, so we have a bunch of rigs out here. I'm gonna show you the rigs. Those of you who saw my recent Galveston video, by the way, if we can get to, we're on the road to 1,000 views on my Galveston video. I have a video called "This Jetty Was Loaded with Speckled Trout." Please go watch it. Please go watch it. I'll put it in the comments too. I'll put a link in the description, in the comments, whatever. Go watch it, please. I'm trying to get that to 1K. If we can get that to 1K, I will have some surprises and some special stuff for you guys. Okay, we're on the road to 1K. But I was gonna say, like, those people who saw that video or the shorts that I made of that Galveston weekend, okay, which I just got back, you're gonna recognize the spinning setup that I was using. You're gonna recognize the popping cork that I was using, okay? Along with the glow setup. We had the glow. Again, night fishing. Go night fishing, use this glow setup. All right, use one of these. They sell them at Walmart. These things, they sell the sleeves. They sell the clear sleeve that goes into the yellow thing. The yellow thing's more of an adapter than a sleeve. They sell the clear sleeves and they of course sell the neon part, which is the part that'll actually glow. So you break that and it glows. That way when you're fishing with corks at night, you could see visually, you can see when you have a fish biting. Okay, let's put those down for a minute. I'll show you some other rigs, okay? First I'll show you the unpredictable nature of fishing. So you see this? This is a fishing rod. Okay, here's a fishing rod, but look at this. I snapped it. This part of it's still good. What I had on it, tied onto it, is still good, this part. But yeah, oh no it isn't, the hook. Yeah, see, I broke off. I must have snagged, I forgot what happened. I snagged on something and I broke off. The reel is still good and the line is still good, and we could fix it back up, but yeah, this is just the unpredictable nature of fishing right here. For ultralight fishing, you're always gonna be using those limber rods, those lightweight rods. That happens to be Ozark Trail, which is like, some Walmart stuff is usable, like it's budget, but it's actually surprisingly good. Not that Ozark Trail. Don't buy those. That combo, yeah, don't buy those. I wouldn't do it if I were you. And I knew it would be like that, but I was desperate and I was going fishing that day and I had to do a video, so I needed something, but it was not good at all. Okay, I'm gonna show you another rig that we have. We have several more rigs, and we do have the option to change rigs, you know? Just keep that in mind. Okay, so we have another rig right here. We have the spin caster, okay? Spin caster rig. Show it to you right here, spin caster. And we have this rig. This is just a rinky-dink, this Dock Demon thing doesn't come with this rod. This is the slingshot. A lot of people have the slingshot. It's, honestly, it's a little better than the Ozark Trail. This is made by Zepco. I'll tell you that. It's not trash. I had used it, but I just swapped out the Dock Demon. The Dock Demon comes with a rod that's literally tall as this right here. It's like a 3-foot rod. It's a joke. But the reel that it comes with is kind of noisy, and for some reason I like it. I don't know why. It's just a throwaway rig. So I put that Dock Demon on here. So we're getting into customizing. And that's another thing I want to teach you guys is, they sell you the fishing gear a certain way. You don't have to use it in the way that they sell it to you. They sold this combo on a different rod. I swapped it out and put it on this one. It's okay to do that in fishing. When you go to the store and buy it, it's made to do a certain thing, right? But as your fishing progresses and you become better at fishing, you'll realize, oh, the manufacturer made it a certain way, but I don't have to use it that way. I can make the gear work for me, you know? So just think about that type of stuff, guys. You can do whatever once it's yours, you bought it. Use it however it's gonna catch you fish. That's how you use it. Don't worry about the manufacturer and what they meant you to use it for. That's just a good starting point. So this is a shorter rod. This is, where'd this one come from? This is called ultralight 2 to 6 pound action. Ultralight action 4-foot 6-inch rod. This is a Shakespeare micro series. Can you see? I'm gonna turn it both ways, because like I said, I can't tell when it's mirror imaged. We'll get one way like this, and then if it was mirror imaged, then I need to turn it like this. Here, I don't know. Guys, I'm sorry, I don't know. But look, here's where it's telling you the pounds, okay? It's action, 4 to 6 pound action, ultralight, 2 to 6 pound action, 4-foot 6-inch rod. This Shakespeare is actually pretty decent for what it is. It's better than the Ozark thing. I can just tell by just how it's acting right here. This is a good little rod. I like this Shakespeare, and I bought the warranty with the Shakespeare, and my Shakespeare, the reel had one little problem, but this is a little better quality. I like the Shakespeare. Anyways, we have that as a rod. It currently has no reel in it. We also have another setup. This is an older setup. I've worn the paint off this one. It used to be called Mustad. I mean, like, you could read what was on it. What is this? Mustad Ultra something. This is not an ultra light. This is a medium action. As I can see, I can read it right there. It says medium action, Mustad. And you can feel when you have it in your hands. When I'm doing this is a medium action rod. This is not an ultralight. This can handle I've caught 5-pound bass on this, all right? This rod right here. You have to be careful. If you hold it from the middle, it'll snap. But it hasn't so far. This has been a very good rod, and I've caught so many fish. This reel is newer. This is the Ozark reel that came on that other rod that snapped. So why am I showing you this is because, again, I swapped the Ozark, I put the Ozark reel on here, even though this is a must-add combo, and the combo reel is on a different, it's somewhere else being used for something else. Again, customize, make the stuff work for you, okay? Customize your heart out. Once you buy it, it's yours. Do whatever you want. If it's catching you fish, just go ahead and do it. Don't worry about what you're supposed to do as far as the manufacturer. Okay, so this was a clouser minnow, by the way, on here. Okay, copper, little clouser minnow. This is a certain type of fly, like a streamer type fly. Okay, so we have a broken rod with that porcupine quill. We have the streamer, the clouser minnow on that reel, and then we have a Bream Killer set up. Okay, what we could do, we have a different rod that's already ready to go because it has the snap. That has a little bit of weight to it. Okay, so on this spinning rod, we have this set up right like this. Okay, this. Well, we have the snap pre-done. This was for saltwater, but this is why I fish with the snaps. Because look, we're not gonna take a long time to do this. Boom, done. The snap is undone. We can put this up so that I don't lose it. So put it in my little tackle box. Put it in here so it doesn't get lost. Because that's a nice little lure right there. And then what we can do is take pliers, just had them, and we can take that off the broken rod. We could take this off to fish with. We could do that. In fact, let's go ahead and do that. That seems like a good, so we can do that. I don't know if I want to set up that reel on there or what. I could even put it on the micro rod. It's just, this thing can't stay on here. That's what I know. It's broken. So it can't stay on. That's all I know I'm doing. That's all I committed to. So that's trash. That goes in the garbage. Actually, when these break, you can use them as rod holders. You can stick them in the ground and use it as a rod holder. That's about the only use you're gonna get out of it once it breaks like that. Some people are gonna ask me in the chat about fixing rod tips, and what if your rod tip breaks? You wanna fix your rod tip? You can. The thing is you don't wanna break it to begin with. That's what I'll say. Don't break it. If you do break it, I think the rod shop will want to fix it for you. I usually just end up throwing the rod away. I don't know. You tell me in the chat, is that worth it? I don't know. I try to really avoid breaking my rods. If you break the tip, I think you could fix the tip if anything, but when you break the rod in half like that, that's game over. Okay, so I'm gonna put the bail down and kind of reel up a little bit. Reel up, reel up. Put the bail back. Sometimes when I'm doing this, instead of putting the bail up, you could just set your drag light. I set it way lighter, and look, see, the bail's down. It shouldn't be giving me any, but I set the drag way down. So that's another free tip from me to you. Just set your bail down, set the drag real light, and it keeps tension, because when you're stringing up, you always want tension. You always want tension. If it's completely slack, weird things will happen. You'll get tangles and stuff like that. Those things can happen. Okay, so what do we do? Let's see, what do we do here? We could, I'm just thinking, we could put something here. We could put, now I can adjust the tension back, the drag back, because we don't need it light anymore. That was just a thing to string up. When you're this is called respooling. When you're respooling, and because I'm not respooling, actually, I'm just switching rods, the reels. I'm just swapping out reels. But when you're respooling, when you're swapping out reels, That's just a little trick to use temporarily, just for a moment when you're doing that. Okay, so now we have part of a rig. We got this porcupine rig, which is normally a pretty good rig. The top part of it has a swivel already on there. So what we could do, since it has the swivel already, or we could just tie it. It doesn't matter. I don't think it matters. All right. So where's my thing? It is. It is right in front of me. Okay. Oh, I see. Yeah. Okay. So we could tie this double uni knot. Okay. Knot tying is in my 5-minute fishing school video. I have not yet made a video on the uni knot. I did show you how to tie the Palomar in the second video in 5-minute fishing school, but I do need to make a video on how to tie what I'm tying right now. I'm not even gonna try to point the camera. It's no use. It's too dark. But I do need to make one to show you guys how to tie the uni knot. Okay, because that uni knot is so critical. Like, it does everything. It can join two lines together. You can use it to go from braid to mono. You can use it to go from mono to mono, braid to braid. It does it all. Okay, that's half of it tied right there. I'm sorry I can't show you this, but it won't show up on camera. Fishing line is made to be invisible. That's not good when you're trying to record it on a camera video, on a video. The camera won't pick it up. Okay, so I'm gonna do a couple of wraps here on my knot. Those of you coming into the premiere, just now coming into the premiere, watching this on the replay, I tried to get live stream going, and I got frustrated and said, you know what, I'll just record it not live and just put 30-minute delay as soon as I'm finished recording it, and it's almost like it was live anyway. So, because it's Sunday night, and I know you guys want to watch some good fishing action, and I'm trying to show it to you right here. Okay, so we have our uni almost tied. The last little bit is tricky. That's why it's taking me a little longer. And also I'm sweating because it's hot. My hands are, you know, it's a little hot. It's a little hot. Okay, I got it tied. We're about to clean it up. How? Just clean it up. Look like this. I just want to clean up and just make it a little bit neater. Just a little neater. Here we are. Boom, just like that. See, if you clean it up, you have your tag ends, of course, but they're not all horrible looking. You can have them a little neater. This is trying to get, or it did get a little tangled in my thing for my, oh, there we go. Got it, I'm done. Okay, and so on here, we also need, of course, our hook, okay? We tie on here, tie on a little hook, okay? So we got the porcupine, and really would want the snap, but actually we could tie on a fly too. Let me see what flies we have in here. A fly is just funner anyway, if we have one, or a jig. A jig head would also be great in this situation. Do we have a small? Yeah, I think we do have one. Hold on. Oh, here we go. We have this. We have this, and then we also have this little white jig. Ooh, we have the Prince fly. People will flame me in the comments if I put power bait on that, though. They'll flame me. I'm not gonna go there. All right. What about a little jig like this? I would hunt for a snap, but there's no time. There's no time. Excuse me. So what we're gonna do is tie a quick little Palomar here. If this thing will slide over and let me tie it. Yep, it slid over. We'll tie a quick little Palomar here. Palomar knot, like I said, the second video in 5-Minute Fishing School. I can put that, I hope I remember, I'll put that in the description. Yeah, so you can go and watch that, and that also tells you how to tie a knot. Palomar knot is like one of the only knots that's just absolutely into, next to the uni and the Palomar will take you a long way. Okay, here we go. Palomar, the tricky part is making it go through the loop like I was just doing. The loop, putting the loop over your thing that you're tying. And then once you do that, scoot it over, spit on it for lubrication. And then once you cinch it, it will look like that. Okay, now it's cinched down. Okay, so then you, if I can grab on, these are my other pliers don't grab anymore. There's something wrong with them. So let me go ahead and tie this. I'm sorry, cut the what you call it, tag in. And now it's nice and neat, just like that. Can you see that? Nice and neat. You don't have string just dangling all over the place. All right. So now that we have our thing ready, we could put just a little touch of this. We can use this power bait, crappie bites, power bait. I was gonna use the Prince nymph, but actual fly fishermen watching this video will get triggered if I put power bait on the Prince nymph, because there's such thing as junk flies. In fly fishing, they don't use power bait at all. So you're not allowed to use power bait, you know, fly fishing. But like I said, on this channel, we're just gonna do what catches fish. You will occasionally see me putting the thing on there, on the power bait on the Prince nymph. But another reason I don't want to do that is because it'll ruin the Prince. That's the whole point, is it's not designed for that. Flies are not designed for you to put power bait on them. You can do it, but they're not designed for that, and I don't want to ruin my own nymph. So I'm gonna leave him alone. We're just gonna use a little jig, okay? We're all set up. We're all set up. So what we'll do here is I'll take this off. Or actually, do I need to take it off? It won't zoom like this. Yeah, I do want to take it off. So I'll take it off just for a minute. Turn it around. Okay. Remember how I said we had this food right here? Okay. I don't want to spill it, but let's go ahead and do this. Watch. Boom. Okay. See the fish? They're going crazy for that. All right, so some ants are getting in here. Of course, I knew they would. Without getting bit by ants, let's put that out. The ants are biting me. Okay, if you put fish food on directly on the ground, that's what happens. The ants get you. All right, here we go. Do I have ants on my hand? Please. Ants, leave me alone. All right. Here's what we're gonna do. We'll move the camera. All right, move the camera around, turn around. All right, here we go. Let's go ahead and get in a position so we can fish a little bit. This is gonna be awkward due to the fact that, let me have to put this thing down. Okay. I'm getting the angle right. Oops. I was trying not to jiggle you guys around like this. Sorry. Okay, here we go. This works. All right. Let's go ahead and we got this porcupine rig set up. I know this can do something. All right, but remember earlier I showed you we also have this rig. This is artificial. And so if any fly fishermen are watching, they're gonna know, you know, they'll be happy to see me do this, because this is straight up, there's no power bait involved here. This is just straight up Bream Killer right here. I made a video on this Bream Killer fly, about 7 inches below. Let's go ahead and do it like this, watch. Let's go ahead and, I'm gonna get that rod out of the way. Hold on 1 second. There's broken rod. That broken rod was in the way. Okay, I got him out of the way. Okay. So, if that broken rod catches that fly, the fly will bring the rod and everything with it in the water. And I don't want... See how you should never get a broken thing and it makes other stuff break. All right, here we go. All right, you see how I launched it out there? Watch this, watch this. Uh-oh, uh-oh. Something's trying to get it. Uh-oh, guys, we're getting a bite. Already stuff's trying to attack it. Let's just hop it along. See if something will get it. Something was attacking it. Okay, here we go, here we go. Okay, I'm just kind of whipping it out there. Just kind of whipping it out there, guys. Don't have a lot of light, but we don't need a whole lot. Oh, ooh, that was a good cast. Let's see if we can, let's see. I'm so sorry. Whoa, guys, did you see that? Did you see that fish? Oh, we got one. Here we are, guys. Look, Bream Killer, full moon episode. This is what we're doing right here. I'm just having a little fun. Just teaching you about the full moon, showing you this fish right here that I caught on the Bream Killer rig. We did not need to do any weird stuff with power bait because we got him to bite on artificial anyway. Okay. Question is, did he swallow it? If he swallowed it, he's gonna die. But other fish in the pond will just eat him if he did die. He does die. But look, let me just, ow! That hurt, fish. That hurt a lot. He just poked me hard. All right, here we go. Let's get the hook out of him. I'm trying to get the hook out of him. Let's see. I can see where, oh, it came right out. Good, we did not throat hook the fish. We did not throat hook the fish, which is a good thing. And I am tangled in my own pliers. But have no fear. We caught a little brim. We caught a little brim. Here we are right here, guys. Look, Fish Camp TV. Can you see this, guys? Tell me in the chat if you can see this video all right. I'm just trying to kind of give you some entertainment, show you what's possible when you apply all of the techniques, and you know, when you apply everything that I'm teaching you in these videos, it can really help your fishing. It really can. I'm teaching you everything that I know about it, okay? And once you apply this stuff, it's really, there's nothing to do, it's just methods. And each season it's the same, you know what I mean? Each season, I'm getting bit by ants. Okay, so let's put up, that fish poked me too. Let's put up the Bream Killer. I've already shown you the Bream Killer. Let's put that up. All right, so when you put something up, you make it go on the rod guide like that, and it acts, so even rods that don't have a hook saver thing, right here, you see, this one's missing the hook saver. It's a budget, of course, but even rods that don't have them, do what I just did right here. See it? See it? Oops. Where's it at? Right here. It's dark. It's dark. I can barely see how I put it right there. That's how you should do it. Okay, so we have the other setup already set up and ready to go. So guess what? We're gonna put the pliers back in my pocket, and then what we'll do here, pretty simple. Pretty simple. We will fish with the other rig, okay? We have this rig right here. We have this, no, that's the wrong one. I grabbed the wrong one. We have this porcupine. We have this one. I made a video on this, by the way. Go watch my Memorial Day video. It says bluegill, Memorial Day bluegill. Go watch that one if you want to see the porcupine in action. We also have this clouser minnow. It's getting dark. Almost got to stop the video. But before we do, is it possible, I wonder, is it possible, can I just cast this out here for you guys? I just want to show you how it works. We may not catch anything. I just want to show you clouser minnow. Let's just fish. Let's just have a little fun. That's what fishing is all about, it's fun. Oh, something bit on the clouser just now. I don't know what that was. Okay, okay. They're digging it. They're digging it, obviously. I know it's getting dark. You guys in the chat, tell me if you're enjoying this video. I should be ending it soon, but it's so much fun doing this and teaching you guys that I decided to just add a few seconds. See what we can see. And if I jiggle and I hit the camera, I am so sorry, but when you fish like this with the rod right in front of the camera, it's literally impossible not to bump the camera, so sorry about that. We put the clouser over there. Got in the grass this time. Let's just kind of swim him out, just like this. Just swim him over. Okay. Okay. One last cast, all right? One last cast. Let's put this thing up so you can see a little better. Okay. Here we go. Ooh, I casted way too far. That is not where I wanted to. That's grass. Hold on. Hold on. Okay. Didn't want to cast way too far because you end up in the grass. Okay, here we go. We got it off. No problem. All right. Let's go ahead and just pitch it. Sometimes if you're doing stuff like this, maybe it might work better for you if I just aim it down like this. If I just pitch it, flip it like this, you can get the same effect and you didn't have to. Uh-oh. Almost had a fish right there. Uh-oh. Oh, guys, we got another one. We got another fish, guys. Look, I know it's too dark to film, but I do have this flashlight. About to end the video right here, but okay. We're about to end the video. I just wanted to show you guys. We're just having fun out here. All right, we're having fun. I'm teaching you about the full moon stuff. I'm cluing you in, doing the fishing education. Oh, he's so excited. He will not calm down. Look at him. He knows he's on the live. Hey, buddy, you're on the live. Whoa. He's trying to put this hook in me. Don't put the hook in me, please. All right, he knows he's on the live stream, and he's obviously excited to be on the live stream. And I would be too. All right, so let's go ahead and take the hook out. Okay. Let's take the hook out of him like so. The hook's out. Hope this doesn't get tangled. And that's pretty much it, guys. Look. Caught this fish right here. Can I get a better angle here? It's dark and the tablet itself is actually interfering. So the tablet itself is in the way of the light. That's the problem. Okay, guys. This is the fish that we're going to end here on. Then I'll upload it. It'll have a 30-minute delay, and then you can see it pretty much almost live, all right? I know I'm backlit. I'm going to fix that in 1 second. Here we go. Look at this, guys. Can you see this? Talk to me in the chat. Tell me if you have any questions, suggestions, whatever about this episode. I didn't tell you yet about the Insiders Club. Basically, Insiders Club, I could act as your virtual fishing guide. If you buy the top tier, I can act as your virtual fishing guide. In other words, you're out on the lake, you're not catching fish and you want to be, you can actually get in touch with me. You know, you can text me and I will help you that day in real time, you know, like, as long as I'm available, but you have my number. Okay, and so that's one benefit of the Insiders Club. Another one is location. For locations that are public, this one isn't, but for locations that are public, keep in mind, I'll give you the location where you can go and catch the fish like I'm catching. All right, if you want to go and shadow me and you say, I want to go to Galveston too, I want to fish where you're fishing Galveston, I'll give you the exact location on my Patreon. Okay, Insiders Club members, they can also decide what's going to be in the video. Okay, that's another benefit. They can give me, you know, they can say, hey, go shoot this bluegill, catching the bluegill on the jig. Go shoot a fly fishing video where you're catching garfish. They can think of ideas for videos, and if you're the middle tier, as long as you're in the middle or the top tier, I can go out and shoot the video like as needed, you know, like, because you wanted me to. Because I get that request all the time. Hey, I want to help you. Can I help your channel? Can I be in the video? Can I be You can do all that stuff. Go join the Insiders Club. Anyways, here's the fish, guys. We're gonna put him back. As you see, look. Boom. Back in the water. It's been fun, guys. I hope you enjoyed this episode. I'm so sorry it's so dark right here, but I wanted to get it in time for the full moon, and I hope you learned some stuff. Thank you so much for watching. Consider joining the Insiders Club. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time on Fish Camp TV.